Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Pirillo, and on a Friday evening, I have nothing else better to do apart from open the floor and the microphone and the camera. Well, it's always open, really. I unboxed it like 2 decades ago, before the word unboxing existed. I had nothing better to do apart from just say, hey, what do you want to talk about? I have, of course, my own thoughts about what I would want to talk about, but I thought, well, why not, let you decide what you want me to talk about. I've covered a bit this week and would like to cover more, certainly. Every day, I kind of get my Star Wars fix out by doing a Star Wars dedicated broadcast. That said, if you don't give me a good topic to talk about, I will probably talk about Star Wars. That's a warning. Now, a disclosure or disclaimer, dystopia? I gotta remind everybody, I work for Intel. I'm helping their Intel Graphics community. You can follow Intel Graphics on Twitter. We also have a Discord channel that you can join if you want. We've got some rooms. We're looking for feedback, really. Anybody who's interested in helping the world have a better visual computing experience, we're taking that feedback and we're going to start cranking out features. That's the idea. So, the more people who tell us to do one particular thing, the more likely we are to do that one particular thing. It's really kind of neat. So, that's that out of the way. I am kind of breaking a sweat. It's hot. And this is the thing. It's hot everywhere. Not just in here. I mean, everywhere. I guess they had over 100 degrees temperatures, Fahrenheit, in France. I don't know what that translates in that locale, but it's over 100 degrees Fahrenheit there. And, of course, certain places here in the U.S. It's hot. I'm very grateful I have an air conditioner. Climate control for the win, because pretty soon we are no longer going to be able to control that. Fair enough. Okay, so I've got chat open back here. As I turn back, thank you, Animide. I can't believe. I know your name. I know your handle. Anime Worldwide LLC. Thank you again for being a member. I do appreciate it. Oh, Christopher Drawn said, he asked a question. This is a good question. Man! Okay, I'm kind of happy now. I was concerned. I was like, God, what, I know what I want to talk about, but do they want to talk about the same thing I want to talk about? Christopher Drawn comes in with a super chat. Do you think the Apple streaming has a chance against Disney Plus, etc.? Fantastic question. Thank you so much. In fact, to answer that question, I'm going to go ahead and put on my Yoda ears. I'm prognosticate. I will. Disney streaming service excited for. I am. If only for Star Wars. Rest of the video in this voice I will do. I know you can take me seriously. You couldn't take me seriously before. You really can't now. So Apple's got a long road to hoe, and I'm hopeful that they will have content that will have my feeds talking, because that is inevitably 9 times out of 10 my filter. I mean, there are times that I've selected something on my own in terms of something to watch, something to binge on, but more often than not, it's when I see people I know talking about a particular I was going to say product, service. No, a bit of entertainment. And that dictates my viewing schedule. I have certain things that I will watch and do want to watch, of course. But if, in my estimation, because I follow an array of people, pretty much, if you tweet about Star Wars, I'm probably going to follow you. Everybody else, good luck. You gotta do some pretty interesting stuff to catch my attention. I can't follow everybody. That would make a horrible social feed for me. Because let's face it, some of the things that I'm interested in, you may not be, and vice versa. But if I don't see anybody that I follow talking about the shows that Apple's going to be streaming, yeah, that's a problem. I don't care. Honestly, I really don't. I don't care where a show is broadcast. If I know that suddenly it's more than just one program, and it seems to be kind of a recurring, theme that there's good programming to watch, original programming, I'm more than likely going to be picking up that service. Now, Disney Plus is an automatic win because it's Disney, and I've loved Disney ever since I was a kid with the old Disney comics, even when I was a kid, from the 60s and 50s, reading them growing up, and then of course, the Disney Channel when that launched, when cable television was a brand new thing. I hope they can compete because I would love to see more programming options, despite knowing that it could cost us more on a monthly basis. See, that's the thing. One show, not likely going to sign up for that service. There are exceptions to the rule. Game of Thrones was an exception to the rule. I had an HBO subscription, or we did, and had it, and it got dropped. But I stuck with it independently when Game of Thrones was on, and that was worth my subscription. Everything else, honestly, even though I enjoy some of the shows on HBO, I cannot justify $15 a month. I just can't do it. Or even, let's say, CBS, All Access. I really would like to see the Star Trek, what is it called? Not Generations, not Enterprise. There's so many Star Treks. The new one, right? It looks great. People have really, I've heard people say a lot of good things about it, but I just can't justify that cost. Now, maybe on a lark, I will, pay for a month, binge 2 seasons, and then be done with it. But, in terms of like an active subscription, you've really got to be creating compelling content, because I will tell you, Netflix is light years from everything else. Everything. Like, even the secondary service we might use to stream content is a very distant second. So Apple can't just rely on Apple being Apple and it's Apple and people will subscribe. I don't think that's going to win people over. It's got to be the content. It's got to be good content. Forget the convenience. It's just as convenient for me to flip on Netflix as it is anything else. It's an app. It's not that much more convenient. It's just another bit of entertainment. So I think they can compete, but it's not about access. It isn't. It's not about building yourself into the platform. I don't think it is. It's about having compelling entertainment that hits your radar. You can't watch everything. Nobody can watch everything. It's really kind of down to what you want to see and the value that you would kind of place on that which you would want to see. So I think it can compete with Disney Plus if it provides at least have they even announced pricing? I can't even tell you, because Disney Plus is like $8 a month, which is more than reasonable, and the rate may go up. I'd expect it to, but Disney has a library of really good content, like going all the way back. Apple. Yeah, I'm rooting for them, man. Give me a good show that I want to pay to subscribe, to watch a la carte. But it's going to be a challenge. Disney's got the library, and Netflix has got the weight of all that original content that they've licensed, that they developed, etc. Maybe Apple, and this has been scuttlebutt for years, should acquire Netflix. That would be a coup. A coup. I don't think they will, though. Apple's going to try it, on its own. So, isn't Disney Plus going to support 4K? Don't know. I really don't care. Honestly, I couldn't even tell. I think we have a 4K TV. I know I could tell you the difference, but I just don't. I don't not enjoy something because it's not in 4K. Now, I suppose if I had this, huge home theater, an amazing, gigantic screen TV, it would be possible or probable that I'd be interested in more higher quality content. But the resolution, I guess, has never been a factor in my enjoyment or lack of enjoyment of something. Would I want a better resolution? Sure. But let me put it this way. Like, you're listening to me, I'm a talking head. This is 720p. Because the camera that I have, it still works. It's not broken. I have no want, need, or desire to change anything. And I realized when I took that picture, let me jostle these curtains here. There we go. Much better. Why didn't anybody tell me I had a crack behind me? Hey Chris, I've been watching for a while, back when you showed your Lego Death Star. It's one of the more popular videos in my channel. I know, I really want to get to building this Lego set. Maybe one of these days we'll have to do this and build a Lego set together, right? I mean, I could do it now, I suppose. I've been wanting to. Or should I save it for Star Wars Radar? Decisions. But see, then I'd have to pivot the camera down, and it's not quite set up for it. I inherently need to open this. You've been busy with life? Well, get in line, buddy. We've all been busy. Trust me. At the end of the day, sometimes the last thing on my mind is to flip on the camera. I hear you. Don't worry about it. Everybody's got a life. Quite all right. Quite all right. You will hear no pushback from me, good sir. What makes you enjoy Star Wars? Well, that's a great question. What makes you enjoy the things you enjoy? No, it's a serious question. It's legit. But what makes you enjoy the things that you enjoy? What is it? Do you know? Can you put a finer point on it? You may enjoy what it is. You may enjoy what it enables. You may enjoy the look of something, the sound of something, the feel of something, the taste of something. You just enjoy it. You can't necessarily explain why, or maybe you can. Maybe it was introduced to you at a certain time in your life. Maybe it was just something that always clicked with you. That is the answer to the question, which I realize sounds incredibly generic, but it's true. It's true. Everybody needs to have, something in their lives that doesn't upset them, right? Star Wars is the one thing that doesn't upset me. That's for no. I mean, come on. Otherwise, I'd just be swimming in negativity all day long. That just would not be fun. I'm a classic, bro. Thank you. Classic. Well, at least you didn't call me retro, because that would have yielded a middle finger. Actually, I would have been honored to be called retro. Kurt, I can't get your handle there. Last part of it's Garrett. Do you take apart all the Lego sets you make? I did, actually. I destroyed a lot of them that I built, like the Minecraft sets and some of the other ones, because I needed to make room for the Star Wars vintage vehicles on the mantle. And I didn't even get all those vintage vehicles that I wanted. I just I stopped at some point. There are a few more that I want, but then I'd have to accommodate it with the space and look for a good value. And like I said, I just kind of gave up. Maybe at some point in the future, I'll find good deals on the Shuttle Tidarium. Never found a really good one. The Millennium Falcon, and of course I'm talking vintage. Like the Death Star, I never had. The Star Destroyer, like the vintage like vehicles or playsets, I never had. That's where they would probably go, and so that's where the Lego sets were. And so I was like, I have no other place for these things, and honestly, I'm not emotionally connected to them. I got my minifigures, I'm good to go. The only reason I want to open this box again, minifigures. The vehicles will probably get tossed to the side. Maybe they'll go on a shelf downstairs for the time being. But they may get disassembled, Stephanie. Let's see here. Currently enlisting into the Army, ship out in August. Will Zachary Taylor Vlogs, thank you for your future service. Tony Healy asks, anything new with the creator-centric stuff you were doing? It's actually a really good question. I need to find a developer. That's the truth, and that has been the case for 2 decades. A lot of the developers out there, their talent is being used in other things. But yeah, if I can find a developer or two, the things that I want to make happen for creators would happen. It's true. I'm looking for a developer, a good developer, potentially in the Seattle area, maybe beyond. Seattle's closer. I've got some crazy ideas. Let me just put it to you this way: crazy ideas, no conflicts of interest, just crazy ideas. And what it'll take to move forward as a developer. So that's the linchpin. That's the thing. Software development, right? Developer, not just I can program a web page. No, it's not exactly that simple. Someone who knows what they're doing, because that's what it's going to take. But anyway, That's the answer to that question. So there's nothing new. And then with that, maybe some content, because I've met a guy that wants to do content that would fit in the grander scheme of things, just figuring out how it would look and where it would go. I have a feeling the content he wants to do would be a really good crossover, but it would have to get kind of fleshed out a bit more with this audience. A good crossover with conversations that we would have around it. Let's see here. How successful do I think Disney Plus will be? You asked for it. Successful. Very much it will be. I see future. That was not a good impression of Yoda. I think it'll be great. I mean, think about it. Disney's got everything they need. They've got the content. They've got the brand. They've got an audience built in. The ability to push out exclusives with no pushback. So, like, they are... I think Disney Plus, I'm not going to say he's going to give Netflix a run for its money, but it would not surprise me if every family that had Netflix also had Disney Plus. They'll go hand in hand. Easily. Go hand in hand. I consider it's like a right, I assume I'm going to have Netflix. It's a thing that's never going to stop being, right? I'm always going to have Netflix. Always. And there are other streaming services, tied into value that are, definitely producing good stuff. But, like, to me, it's about that array of content, not just for me, but the family. And Jedi's, I think, on Netflix, probably more than, about as much as on YouTube. But it's going to be it's a given. I think it'll be radically successful. Radically, like it'll blow away expectations. Blow away, no doubt in my mind. Your thought of probably seeing Fruits Basket series from Funimation? I think certain of you and your family will enjoy that series. Well, I guess I'll have to watch for it. Also been waiting for a great story Star Wars anime. Well, on that front, Star Wars Galaxies of Adventures is probably the closest thing we have to Star Wars anime right now, and it is fantastic. God, the animation style on that is breathtaking. They're just little video shorts, quick, simple, fun. Probably the best form of Star Wars entertainment that I've seen. And I want to say, I like the style. I mean, it's very short, very brief, but I think I like the Galaxy of Adventure animation style more so than Forces of Destiny. I like Forces of Destiny because it filled in backstories, so I like them differently. But yeah, the Galaxy of Adventures, I think, has a very, very close to anime style. JJ Percy asks, do you ever think you'll need a bigger office for all your Star Wars? It's everywhere now. Like, it's exploded. It is everywhere in this house. Everywhere. True story. I think I'll need a bigger house. Scott Jetson is asking about Intel. I cannot answer that question. Thank you for asking, but I just can't. Ben's JT asks, would love the vlog to be back. Well, who wouldn't? It just takes too much time. And quite honestly, now my days are filled with, really routine, mundane, boring things. That said, I mean, for what you would see from the outside in. That said, I've thought about, I've been pushing forward with trying to do something on Twitch, like doing gaming or whatnot, with tying over with what I do with Intel. So there's a possibility that my Chris Pirillo Twitch channel may start streaming regularly game stuff. It is a possibility. Not quite a vlog. Not quite. Michael Forte says, hello, sir. Hello, sir. Scott Jedden, I'm down to help. Lol. Well, Scott, if you were a developer, we'd probably have some words. Avo, thank you for the super chat. Miss watching the family. Yeah, people keep asking about the vlogs, but it takes so much time. I know people miss them. I know they do, and I think if we do them, Jedi, as she gets older, she might, do something with them. It just takes too much time, and I know it's hard to say, that and say it out loud because I know a lot of people like them, but I just, maybe around Christmas again we'd do it, but like I said, I've got other things on my plate right now, and and I'm the one who basically drove the thing, so it didn't work. And as much as you might miss them, it just didn't work. Like, if you had like thousands of people with you, it would have worked, but it just didn't. So it just didn't scale that way, I should say. So yeah. I'm looking at the comments here. Sultan is wise. Hey, good to see you again, buddy. Do you think you'll play the new Star Wars game? No, I don't think. No, I do. Jedi Fallen Order. Good game. Even at a distance. Yeah, that's something that I will be doing. I don't know on what platform. I've pre-ordered the PS4 version with the deluxe figure, but I'm thinking I may end up having to go with the PC version because of the setup that I got going on. A separate setup, not one that you see here. I have a place where I'll like a typical game streamer kind of setup. Believe it or not, it's happening. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm very much looking forward to it, and I'll be streaming it. Probably streaming stuff even before then. But yeah, no, it's something that I'm excited. I'm very excited to see. Very excited. I really want to get into Battlefront as well. I do, but I'm not a PC gamer. I by practice, by trade, I'm a console gamer, so I'd play with the controller, not necessarily a keyboard and a mouse, right? So I just like the controller feel. So I may stream from the Xbox into the PC, stream directly from the PC, of course, or play the game directly on the PC. Yeah, no, I'm excited. I can't wait to. I haven't even played Fortnite yet. That's something I'm kind of saving. Like, watch Chris play Fortnite for the first time. Like, what am I doing? What's going on? I don't know what's happening. Like, this is going to be me every single day for the rest of my life. What? Why? What's happening? What phone am I using now? It's Ricky. Still the Pixel. Very happy with it. It works. Could it be better? Sure, but yeah, the new one's gonna be out soon-ish. Later this year? Yeah. So, keeping my fingers crossed, it will be better. It will be better. Like, that's the thing. I will get an improved phone, and it more than likely will be the Pixel. I'm sorry, I don't even want to try to mess up your name. Does Apple fix phones for free under warranty? I have zero clue. That's probably a question for Google. You left your iPhone for an S10. The Samsung, not my thing. But it's like I have to say this. I just stamp it on my forehead. I'm just not a smartphone guy. I mean, it's not. I just want something to work. Get out of the way. Let me do my thing. Get out of the way. That to me is the hallmark of a good experience. Let me do my thing and get out of the way. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to worry about it. I just need it to work for that one thing, whatever that one thing happens to be. But that's how I view a lot of technology. A lot. Like, even I had some issues with the Elgato, the light, the key light, which is a fantastic piece of hardware. But the way they have the setup, like, for some reason I could not get things to work properly, and I ended up having to connect it and the destination computer somehow to like my mobile, like, personal hotspot to get it to work. It was a kludge. And it worked. Don't get me wrong. I fixed the problem, but it's just like, man, so many cycles burnt because something doesn't work the way that you just want it there. Boom, just plug and play, good to go. I don't want to tweet, just like done. I'm done. Just want to, like, so when I want to play a video game, I just want to pick up a controller and go. When I want to do a video, I just want to flip on the camera and go. It's just the kind of guy I am. I'm into simplicity. I'm not into complexity. I'm a DI buyer, not a DIYer. It's true. Everyone in chat, don't forget to hit the like button. I still have a like button? I thought they took that away. I'm pretty sure they took away my like button. I think if no one touches it for like a year, it just disappears. Hey, Aveline French. Nice to see you. Virtually, of course. Shadow Drift asks, will you get the PS5 and Xbox consoles coming out next year? I got the PS4 Darth Vader edition because it was a Darth Vader edition. And that was even, it was sponsored from go.tagjag.com/free points, which still exists, too. I got the Xbox from Xbox directly. I don't know if I'll be getting the new one. I'd like to, but if I did, it would probably be going in around my gaming setup area that I'm now, kind of, like I said, kind of putting together. Yeah, I have there's nothing that's like, oh, I've got to, because I don't do that stuff enough. I don't game enough. I'm not addicted enough. Maybe, a year from now, you never know. I have been streaming onto Mixer. I can say that. I get more traction for Star Wars Radar on Mixer than I do on Twitch. And I started the Mixer channel after I did Twitch for Star Wars Radar. The Mixer channel, I think, is just Chris Pirillo, though. But since I stream through Restream.io, I get people hosting on Mixer, and it's just the Star Wars Radar talk show. Speaking of, how far am I along in this broadcast? 26 minutes. Okay, maybe about 4 more minutes. Because then I want to kind of wrap up, because I want to do the Star Wars Radar broadcast at 6:30 is when I got it scheduled. Am I going to upgrade my Macs anytime soon? Nope. Why? Why? Well, first of all, if you're asking about Macs, I'm concerned about the keyboard on the MacBooks. Second of all, what do I do on it that would justify that cost? Nothing. Is it broken? Nope. Is it slow? Nope. I don't do enough to justify the cost for that stuff. And if I did, yeah, then I probably would. Like my phone, right? So there's an example. There's an example of a computer that I upgrade like clockwork every year. I mean, my primary device. But speaking of, the OnePlus 7 Pro got an update again today. I haven't downloaded it yet. Allegedly, they kind of fixed the camera, but they got to go back to the drawing board for that thing to be anything near decent. In my humble opinion, everything's my humble opinion. As an IT technician, I don't blame you. You feel me? Like, you just don't want to mess with this stuff. You need it to work. You want it to work. I'm just that kind of guy. I mean, nothing's ever going to change that. And I realize that's much to the consternation of everybody who knows of me. They think I love this stuff. I'm like, I'll tell you this. The compelling thing, I'll give a little insight here, okay? So, the compelling reason why I went to Intel, number one, they made an offer. Number two, and remember I said years ago, if any of the big companies wanted me to help them with efforts, I'd be happy to. It wasn't, and I know this may it comes as a surprise to some people, it wasn't because it was Intel graphics specifically. I mean, I'm not a GPU guy. I'm definitely not a CPU. I'm a software guy, right? And the nice thing is that Intel graphics, we got our command center, and they're continuing to improve it based on feedback. So I'm able to, at least provide that feedback and provide and surface that value so that it can improve for everybody, including myself. What was most compelling about the offer was specifically being a community Jedi. Helping them with community efforts. Helping them. I mean, if you go, like right now, if you go to Intel Graphics on Twitter, like one of them, here's another little secret. On Intel Graphics on Twitter, when you see an emoji in the tweet, chances are that was me. That was me who tweeted it. So like today I said, in an animated GIF reply, what's your hashtag Friday feeling? A lot of people replied. It was pretty funny. It was just fun, right? So, because to me that's a part of community building, like across brand, right? Not everything has to be about, I think, in my estimation, about product. or marketing, and that is the I think the value that I bring to the table, perspective I bring to the table with Intel. So it was the community value for me that is and remains compelling for this particular role. FYI. Not get vlog. I know you guys keep asking for vlogs. Not gonna happen. It's so popular. But here's the thing. This is like what the third person. And hey, Taylor, third person to ask about vlogs. Like, I did them, and people stopped watching. Why would I continue to do something unless I really wanted to do it if nobody was watching? Like, unless I really wanted to do it. And the vlogs were a labor of love. So it could not even come close to making it self-sustainable as much as I would have liked to. Josh, checking in after a while, an autographed Vista. Oh yeah, I still have that autograph disc from Jim Alchin. Still do. It's a collectible now. I'm sorry, Jim Alchin. I mean, that was... I'll never forget that day. I laid into him so hard on Vista. I'm like, you got this font here and that here. What's up with the layout? Blah, blah, blah. It just looked... I'm going to say it. Vista was... And I was right. A lot of software... when it comes to software trends, more often than not, I'm right. And I'm not saying that because, ego. It's because I've been proven right time and time again. I know what I'm looking for. The good news is Windows is steadily, slowly improving. Like, they're going down the right path with Windows 10. Like, it is... I got to tell you, in spending a great degree of time with it... In fact, I thought about a clickbait title. I'm going to do it. I don't know how. Actually, I do know. I'm going to make the title. You're going to love it. Why I'm switching back to PC. It's kind of it's clickbait, but like basically someone at Intel is building a PC for me to use for this kind of streaming environment that I'm talking about. And I don't know what's going to be in it. I assume I'll be able to talk about it. I'm like, look, I'm switching back to PC, and people are like, what? What? How can you switch away from Mac? No, I'm not. I'm saying I'm going to be using a PC now, as I have been kind of for, every day. But it's effectively switching. I'll be spending almost equal amount of time on Windows now playing games as I do on the Mac. Now, granted, Steam's got their sale on. I've got some things on my wish list I want to get. Luminous Live, and there are a couple of Star Wars games I'd like to get too. I've been with Intel for 3 months. In Avaline, I would say that I feel that I've done well enough to this point. I'd like to help Intel with community on the whole, and I'm glad that Intel Graphics gave me a chance. Johnny Ives news thoughts. Yeah, I talked about it yesterday. And by the way, it may be an overused title, but there's a reason it works, and there's a reason it's overused. I hate to say it. Stan Lee's Star Wars was great. Oh, I missed that. What? You talk too much. Hang on. Whoa. So I'm gonna. Okay, I will get back to Johnny Ive news thoughts, and I covered this yesterday, but I'll mention it again today. Give me a second, Fayed. Jonathan Sherman. This is hilarious. This is as funny. This is as funny a comment. You talk too much. This is as funny a comment as going to someone's personal Twitter feed and accusing them of always talking about themselves. You tuned into a live video of a guy talking and responding to comments. Did you expect it to be silent? Did you expect me to just kind of, emote the answers to the questions being asked? Are you not really familiar with this whole live video concept? I don't know what else I need to explain to you apart from wondering if there are too many words in a sentence for you. Do you not like the sound of the speakers that you have? I mean, I suppose I can, make noise. There you go. stop talking, I'm just going to make noise. Yeah, you're funny. No, see, you think it's funny, and I know you're ribbing me, but like people literally do that. They say that. They get mad. They get upset. I'll say it's my opinion. How dare you have your opinion? Like what? How does that work? Your opinion's wrong. Like you can't say that. It's not right. So I find it funny. Everything in Morse code. I just telegraphed something. I don't know. I don't know what that. I don't know what I just did. I do not know Morse code. I will learn Arabic before I learn Morse code. So I do have to wrap up. I got the Star Wars Radar live video that I want to do in a few minutes in the Star Wars Radar channels. Not that I have to mentally prepare or anything, because I don't. Because it's just going to be Star Wars fun. But I thought I'd give you guys a chance. You know, I'm not saying I'm going to do this every day. It was just kind of like on a lark. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just open mic and see what you guys want to talk about, and then talk about what you guys want to talk about. So instead of you getting mad about the things I want to talk about, let you talk about it. I mean, you can't talk about it. I mean, you can have me talk about the things you want me to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I think you do. Okay. That's it. I'm good to go. Hopefully everybody... Oh, what? What? Oh my god, Chris, I've been ripped apart for the Rainbow Vader and Star Wars groups? What are you talking about? Hang on, dude. Hang on. Alright, 3D printing with Heath, what do you mean? Hang on, stop. Wait, what? No. No. What? 3D printing with Heath, what do you mean ripped apart? That's BS, dude. I love it. I'll take it. I'll promote it. Hang on, dude. Whoa. Everybody. Time out. We got a problem with someone in this community here. Okay. Give me a second. What do you mean ripped apart, Heath? This is a guy who does 3D printing. You've seen the comments. You should be able to follow him. And you should follow him. 3D printing with Heath. He does Star Wars stuff and 3D printing stuff. Like, I cannot wait to get this. Oh, can I even... I can't download that image because I tweeted out. Wait. And TweetDeck just... I hate TweetDeck. TweetDeck, why do you do that? Alright, F... Sorry, I was going to say something else, but... Okay. Give me a second. Alright, Heath, give me a minute. Give me a minute, you guys. I need to tweet something for Heath. I cannot wait to get this Rainbow Darth Vader from... Hang on. I know your handle, but like it's like different from your name. Slim... What is that? Hang on. 3D printing with Heath. You're not actually 3D printing. You're Slim Shady UK 7. Okay. Hang on. Let me copy this over. I gotta make sure I tag the right person. You guys are seeing a live tweeting here. Oh, come on. TweetDeck. Why do you... No, that's not... That's a picture of Chewbacca. What's he doing on my desktop? Y'all wonder what I keep on my desktop. What kind of pictures does Chris Pirillo keep on it? Show us your desktop. It's just pictures of Chewbacca, dude. I cannot wait to... Oops. Wait to get this rainbow... Wait. Is there a popular hashtag? 3D printing? Is it 3D? Yeah, 3D printing. Or 3D printed? Is printed a hashtag? No, printing is. Darth Vader from... Slim Shady UK 7. I cannot wait to get this 3D printing Rainbow Darth Vader from Slim Shady UK 7. There we go. Okay, I tweeted it. Y'all can follow him now. I had to do that. I have to like tune. I gotta look back. I gotta flip back to the comment from Heath here. What's going on? Heath. Okay. People saying I shouldn't mess with Vader. Yes, you should. I love him. Some love him and some hate him. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. So don't ignore the haters. I mean, you should. Sorry. Don't listen to other people. Ignore the haters. I kind of conflated those two sentences, but okay. Now that I've tweeted Heath, you should all follow him. He does 3D printing and he does Star Wars stuff, and he's awesome. Am I a neat desktop user or a messy one? Oh, Avaline, why do you got to put me back in? I'm 3D printing spelt wrong in the hashtag. Are you kidding me? Did I? I did. I miss hashtag. You know what? We're doing this again. I'm doing it again. I can't. I'm too much a perfectionist. I like having a clean desk, but I've been really messy lately. Like really messy. I've fallen way behind because I actually have things to do. Okay, 3D printing, rainbow, blah. All right, here we go. Okay, boom, done. There we go. Done. Fixed. Okay, fixed. Heath, does that help? Is that good? We good? We're square now? Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and end this program. I'll be back probably Monday, maybe with another open mic. You guys are pretty nice. You guys are cool people. Turn on notifications. That's the thing you should do. Turn on notifications. It's the number one thing you should do. And thank you for subscribing. I'll see you guys. Anybody who does want to continue to talk Star Wars, I'll be doing the live Star Wars radar show in just a few minutes. What's on your radar today? You let me know. I love you. I appreciate you. And at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. May the Force be with you always.